Hi there and welcome to another video where we get to discuss how you can be able to grow in your HR career. And in today's video, we are going to look at how do you get a HR job in Kenya. I know the job market is quite competitive nowadays. And so in this video, I'll share four tips on how you can go about positioning yourself for success whenever you apply for HR jobs. And this video is for experienced professionals. If you're just starting out, my best advice for you is that start with internship so that you can be able to get in experience. And with a bit of experience, you find that doors are opening for you. So if you're there watching this video and you have a bit of experience, you have 2, 3, 4 years of experience, and you're asking yourself, Paminas, how can I get to the next level? Then this video is for you. And my first advice for you is that you should ensure that you're competent in all HR areas. Make sure that you know the labor laws, make sure you know the HR administration, you know performance management. You've also been involved in training, employee welfare, all areas of HR. Why? People are not going to hire you as a HR manager if you're lacking in any of those areas. So a lot of times I see when people get into the HR profession, you start by doing HR administration and a bit of recruitment. Whereas it gives you a good foundation, that's not enough. So here at Corporate Staffing Services, there's a course we offer, Master HR Skills. It's a practical course where we take you step by step on all the key components of HR that you need to master. So we'll take you through labor laws, we'll take you through training, how to come up with HR policies, performance management, etc. So that even if you don't have that experience for now, at least we give you all the documentation, we show you all the templates that are involved, so that either you can start practicing that in your current work environment, or when you go for an interview, you come out as someone who knows what they're talking about. So ensure that you are competent in all HR areas is the starting point for you to get to that next level. After you're competent in all HR areas, then the next obvious thing to do is update your CV. And not just your CV, but also even your LinkedIn profile. And the way to stand out is ensure that you have achievements well listed in your CV and the LinkedIn profile. So achievements such as helped set up the HR department, came up with the HR policy, or negotiated a CBA with a union will make a whole lot of a difference. So you and I know how many seconds do we take when it comes to reviewing a CV and deciding whether the candidate will go to the next stage of the process, which is the interview. You and I know we take less than a minute. So even you, when you're coming up with your HR CV, make sure that this document is selling you. Why? Because when you send to another HR, or even if you send to me as a recruiter, I mean, you don't have a chance to explain yourself. So the most important thing in your CV is make sure that it's not just a representation of your skill set and experience. It's a document that is selling you. So the way you write your CV, the format you use, where you put the achievement is really important. So that someone can really look at it and see, wow, this person is worth meeting. And we know how competitive the job market is as HR professionals. So it's really, really important for us to stand out when it comes to our CV. And if you have a challenge coming up with a CV, we do offer a free CV review service here at Corporate Staffing Services. You can email your CV to our team. We do recruitment on a day-to-day basis, even for HR professionals. So we'll be able to look at it at a glance and tell you this is where you need to improve. And I'm sure that will make a whole lot of a difference when it comes to your CV and even job applications. Now, having ensured that you have all the skill sets required and you've updated your CV, then the third step is be able to look at who is in your networks, who can help you. Why? We also know as HRs that not all jobs vacancies are advertised. So look at your LinkedIn profile. Is it up to date? Who are you connecting with? Do you attend HR events, professional events? Do you talk to recruiters like us? And the more people you have within your network, the more you'll be able to get to know of open vacancies, even before sometimes they advertised. So it's really important for us to establish our HR network, a network that we can be able to rely on. Don't just rely on job adverts, because you know how competitive job adverts can be. But if you can have someone holding your hand and introducing you to this company or this director, that can really help. And I know networking doesn't come easy. There's the issue of confidence, there's the issue of meeting people. All I'll tell you is that it pays very good dividends. So don't be afraid to go out to meet people. Don't be afraid to attend events. Don't be afraid to connect with people on LinkedIn profile. For example, you can look up on me on LinkedIn and be able to connect and see what kind of experiences that we can share together. So it's really important to establish a network that can really come in handy for you. And closely related to networks is having a coach, a mentor also, someone who's taken the journey that you are about to embark on. So for example, if you only have 3 years of experience and there's this HR professional, manager or HRBP, and yeah, they've really succeeded in the HR profession, you can ask them to mentor you, coach you, you know, and they'll be able to share tips on how they've been able to scale and achieve the kind of career success that they have. So apart from establishing networks, if you can get a mentor or a coach, that will really make a difference in your HR career. And lastly, my advice to you when it comes to getting a HR job in Kenya is be strategic about the roles that you choose. Don't just go for a job because of the money. Someone has added you 5,000 shillings and you leave your current job. No, money should not be the only factor when it comes to you changing jobs. Look at the industry. You know, some industries naturally do well than others. Some industries also are affected. For example, look at the hospitality industry in the last 2 years. Because of COVID, it was really hard hit. So I know of many HR who lost jobs, you know, simply because of being in that industry. So look at the NGO industry. They normally hire on contracts. Are you comfortable working on 1 year contract, and sometimes they are not renewed? So you really have to be strategic. Ask yourself, what do I want out of my career? And look at the industries and the sectors that will really add value to your career. And some of the sectors I would highly encourage someone to really pursue is manufacturing and agriculture. Reason being, if there are 2 industries that your HR experience will really be stretched, it's those ones. Why? Because you are dealing with skilled and unskilled professionals. Second, all these the 2 sectors are highly unionizable, so you'll also get experience on how to deal with unions. So if you never worked in those 2 industries, then I would highly encourage you, when you see the opportunity, go there. And people who've worked in those 2 industries, you never see them lacking jobs, HR jobs. Why? Because they are competent in all HR areas. So those are the tips I had for you. I'm sure if you follow them, then your career will not stagnate and you'll be able to get to that next level. So thank you very much for watching. I do share HR tips on a weekly basis. So do subscribe and I'll see you when I publish the next video. Thank you very much.